Hey guys, thank you so much for owning this video. Guys, to make sure that my relationship becomes what I want it to become, that it goes to this direction I want it to go to, there are some little changes I need to make about myself and about the things I do, like how I apply things in my relationship. And this is what I want to discuss with you today. Hi and welcome back. The first thing I did this year was to commit myself to God, which I know you have done. And if you've not really, because you're too busy or you didn't really have time, this kind of time when we are praying, so many things in our minds, we just get carried away with the things and we forget to really concentrate and talk to God the way we want to talk to Him. This kind of talking to Him, pouring our heart and telling Him the main problems that are disturbing us, or even taking small time to thank Him for the ones He has already done. This last year was not really too perfect for me, but I still say thank you, God, for so far. For so far, this is how happy I was, at least to make it. And I thank God for your life, for whatever situation you're going through now. But I took some time out to think all the stress I had last year, because I don't want to do that again this year at all. No, all the stress, all the pain, whatever I passed through last year, I don't want them to come to table, whatever table appear anywhere. I don't want to see them. I don't want even anyone to go across them. So this is why I took some time out and said, the best thing for me to do is to pray hard. Today, I've decided to share with you that I've committed myself more to God. I've drawn more closer. Sometimes when we think things are going very well, that we don't really need to have this commitment, this friendship, this relationship with God, that we think, we are okay. Not really that we're okay. It's just that we get so relaxed that we forget to pray much or even draw closer to Him. But whenever difficulties comes, that's when we say, oh, we're in trouble. Like our parents, we now say, oh, I need cover. I need someone to protect me. That's when we remember God. It happens to me most times. So this time, I've decided to draw more closer to Him, to commit myself, like every time saying, God, please take care of me, protect me, and provide for me. All those things that I had last year that are bad, please let me not have them. And things that are good, God, please don't allow anything take them away from me when they're about to come my way, like much money, much cash. I need a lot of that. And this year, I can't wait to stop managing too much managing, the excess of managing. I just want to get it this year and say, thank God that things are a little bit relieved than they are. I'm going to work on demanding much. I'm going to work on how I demand, because this is another 0% for me that I don't like to ask. I think if I'm committed to you, you should know what your responsibilities are. You should know that you are committed to this person. This is your responsibilities. So that's why I do not ask. I'm not saying now I don't get, but I say I have to play this role of asking. Because if I don't ask, it means I'm not living that life. See, my life, I'm no longer young. I want to live my life to the fullest. So if there is, I'm going to have. If there is not, I will say, okay, it's not, so I'm not going to have. But I'm going to make a kind of much demanding. This 2025 is my year to shine. Say it again. Say it again. This 2025 is my year to shine. It doesn't matter how cheap. I'm not talking of expensive things. I just say I'm going to shine. I'm going to just color. Yeah? Just say I'm going to have colors. I'm not going to buy expensive things, but color I'm going to have. This is my year of change. That I'm going to change and demand and disturb somebody and ask and over ask this year, because I want to enjoy this 2025 for my hard work. It's not easy. It's not easy for somebody to be with somebody for 20 years. who has the crown? When I entered here, my sister said, I'm not going to stay here 3 months. He said, you will not marry anybody, you bad guy. You will not marry anybody and stay here for 3 months with the person. I mean, this year, 20 years here. So you guys should hold me my crown. Get my crown, eh? Since I came here, I couldn't stay in the other one. I ran away. Now, I'm here for 20 years. I need a crown. Who has it should bring it to me. I need it. I mean, I need it. Give me this crown. I need to wear it. This year is my year of demanding. No more messy. Somebody you've been messing for 20 years, eh? You've been messing for somebody for 20 years, and you say you don't want to disturb the person. You don't want to get on the person's nerves. Maybe you ask the person, say he doesn't have, or the person gives you what he has. So this year, I'm going to make my demand. I'm going to turn the original Igbo girl, and make some hits, so that the person had to beat a little bit. Like when I ask, I need this, the person had to make some jiggy, Let it not be like, I'm not here. I'm here. Anyways, I'm not invisible. You see? So this year, I want to make some demands in case. So you can start calling whoever you want to call and tell the person that I need to disturb this year. See, all those my bad character I've been hiding. Those my bad character I've been hiding. I've been quiet. I've been making this. I'm going to be free. Nobody put me in chair. No. I've been hiding my bad characters. You see? All these years, I've been hiding my bad characters. I've been playing a good girl. This year, I'm going to offload my bad characters. Because I just married my husband and I find that this guy is too quiet. Not that, many, typically woman, when you say he's quiet, you bring out your madness. He will show you, he will show you the main madness. But even at that, I just want to make this guy this year a little bit, shake his body like this small. This year, after 20 years. That's my crown. That's what I'm going to get for being quiet, for succeeding this marriage. Even me, I surprised. So I did here till now. So I'm going to disturb this guy this year. It's one of my achievements this year. Yeah. When you're in a relationship, communication is not only about, why did you do that? Can we do this? Can we do that? No. Communication. I call this one also communication. When what you have decided to do as a human being, or what your partner has decided to do, that is not right by you, that you don't like it. Let's say the way your partner is spending money. These are some things that causes problem in the relationship. You don't like it. When your partner are buying expensive things and you can't take it, you don't like it. The communication there is for you to try to understand that everyone is not you. Where you spend your money is not where this person wants to spend their money. The money you want to send to your people, how much you want to give them, is not how much the other person wants to give their people. There are people who better give their people than to eat. That we come to understanding. This is what I mean by communication, because there's no understanding without communication. That we come to understanding to say, this person needs this. How can we do so that this money can balance? What is our plan? Plan that this our relationship, the use of money in it, can balance. It doesn't matter where the money is coming from. If it's me who is working 8 hours, 9 hours, it doesn't matter. That we come to have understanding, knowing who this person is and how the person is about money, how this person goes with money. Because there are some people, no matter what you do, no matter how you and them laugh, this laugh does not reach where the money is. That even when you enter that relationship, that that this person, I can laugh anything with this person, laughing, joking, be this person's person. But when it comes to do with money, please stop playing. That we know. And this is what we have to consider. Even when we want to marry this person, when we meet this person, let's know how much this person can play with his money. And that they don't play and reach where money is. That money is not for playing. That we know. Because it's not easy for us to do. I do. After we do, then we start having problem that we know all these things. Then one thing I would really want to do is the way I commit myself to my relationship, that I put in more work than before, that I don't see things getting to me like it used to, like being too emotional about everything. I need to step down to being sensitive. But I can't really blame myself for this, because this growing up sometimes helps us, or sometimes put some things in our life that we can't handle, in the sense that whatever we are used to, when we are a little bit spoiled, or when we are trained like soldiers, you know, this kind of things we pass through, they come to somehow play a role in our life. So I'm a kind of sensitive, so I like to have things a little bit softer, easier, and somehow my brain couldn't just walk around the soldier way of it. No matter how I behave, I need to be less sensitive about things that is happening in my life, to not take them too personal, or take them too, seeing them that they are too harsh. Instead, that I should start seeing them the positive way, and trying to be more of a survivor, that it doesn't matter what happened to me, that I'm going to put through it, I'm going to survive it. Me not seeing it as a problem in the first place, too hard for me to take or to bear, for me to accept it. Oh, they are here, they have come, and they've come to stay, or this is how it is, I have to receive it. How do I work on them for me to be able to feel comfortable in them, since there is no change? Because in changing, if we are doing something, it's easy for me to change myself than for me to change someone else. So the changing, I would do it much on my own, for me to find that soft landing in the thing. So I would call it a kind of when people want to farm now, for example, they kind of dig the ground to make it not to be hard before they plant their seed. So I'm going to kind of soften my ground a little bit, so that when I land, I'll be landing a little bit softly, than to just for the thing to take me unaware. And when it just hits me, I feel like oh, oh, what am I going to do? It's too rough, it's too hard, I can't take it, I can't bear it, it's too much, that kind of a thing. So this is what I'm going to do, by trying to amend myself, like understanding that this is how life is, that it can't keep going smoothly every time. And we are human beings, we make mistakes, that sometimes we can hurt people, say something, do something that will hurt people, that we don't even know that the people who are doing these things are not trying to hurt us, but because it happened. Because sometimes you can even want to eat something. Let's say we prepare something now you want to eat, and in the process, you finish it and forget that this is the only food, somebody else is here. So sometimes people who hurt us do not hurt us because they intend to. They might not even think that this is going to hurt us, or know that what they are doing is something that will ever hurt you. And because we are sensitive, so we hurt deeper than every other normal person who hears it will say, if he or she has eaten the thing, you better go and look for another thing. And you sit down and you start thinking, why would this person take this thing light like this? And this is what is bothering me. So sometimes we go a long way to hurt ourselves more than the thing that is hurting us. This is how I see it. Because if you are good, let's say I'm good, I consider what you get, what you take, what you bring. And because of this, I think, okay, I've weighed you, and this is what you should gain from me. If everybody is not like that, because everybody can be me, the places I'm good, I don't expect somebody else to be good like that. And the places the person is good, I might not be as half good as the person. So it's just for me to understand the difference, the kind of role we play in each other's life, and how we can a kind of level up to make it easy for everybody. These are things I want to work about myself this year, and in delivering, like my input, what I'm going to do in this relationship to make it easier for me. I think I'm going to a kind of work hard in the sense of committing myself in the relationship, than saying, oh, because this have happened like this, because things are going on like this, I better withdraw myself and a kind of stay on my own, or relate less, or make it a kind of official hello hi. However, because I'm trying to protect myself from being hurt, because the more we distance ourselves from someone, the more the person also have the feeling that you don't want again. Let me go my separate way. Let me mind my business. And if the person even attempt to come to you and you're trying to protect yourself in order not to get hurt, and it keep improving, because whatever we do, we keep graduating in it, trying to keep myself away from harm. I keep shifting, going further. Before you know it, you are like a stranger to that person. So to prevent myself from being a stranger to someone or to my relationship, so I better put more work in the commitment, in coming closer, in relating, and in being kind, in showing more love, affection, and taking the person as my own. No matter how it is, that I try to tell myself, this thing might be bad, but I could work on it. Not that this thing is bad. It's not really that it's bad, but because I can't handle it, let me find a way to handle this thing to make it easier for me and someone else, so that this life will be a little bit lighter. Because if we want to achieve something this year and emotionally we are not strong, we are not fit, there's much we are going to do wrong. If we are not very clear, dear, in our mind, there are many things that is going to go wrong in our life, because our mind will be pretty much occupied in things that are going on in our life, and like mostly for women, we'll be just carried away that won't concentrate on what we need to do. So I really need to put more effort to make my 25 a very better year than other years. Really, this is what I really need to achieve this year. And in the change I need to make about myself, I need to be more present for me, myself. I have to understand the fact that my body is strong, is fit. Because if I start every time looking at myself as someone who would get hurt by everything, like you say me good morning, I can even get hurt, then I could a kind of hurt myself the more, either by overprotecting myself or going too far from people. And at the end, I'll be like all alone, because I'm saying, oh, this thing this person says to me might hurt me. What the other person say might hurt me. I might say, the way most people do something, they don't care about how it hurts other people, or they think much about themselves than they think about me. So when I start seeing it like that, it might really be bad for me. So it's better I take the things as they come. When it's good, I take it. When it's not good, I just look for a way to treat it, handle it, or even better say nothing, in order to keep that peace and leave the person as the person is. Yeah, that is better said. Leave the person, this person is like this. You know, the life and character of this person is like this. You leave it like this. But sometimes where I even fight sometimes for people about this, when you do someone wrong, is that, let's say I do you wrong and you take it, it's good like this, because you can bear it, or you just try to take me as who I am. How long will you be in this me doing you wrong? How long are you going to take it like that, that I have to be doing you wrong and do you wrong, and it's okay and it's okay? I think at the time it gets full, you can no longer take it. You can no longer take it. It's good for us to understand how human beings are, but at the same time, we are human, we have feelings. So at a time, we might not be able to take it again. So to work on this, one really need to do the work, which I've done. I've really done this last year to understand people, to know their reasons, the why they do these things. I've done the work last year because now I can say doing things that will hurt someone. When you do someone wrong, it hurts. It's normal. Just like standing up and knowing you are standing up. So that in every movement you make, anything you're giving to someone, the person is really receiving it. So doing something that hurts someone is bad. This is what I want to put in my relationship, in any relationship I'm doing with anybody, even if it's a woman that I'm having the relationship with, in a company I'm working, anywhere, that I'll be more outspoken, I'll be more open, I will stop keeping to myself this extremely reserved life, that I will kind of know who to relate to more closer. Then I know that I'm done with that, and I've really made that change. I expect to make that change, what I want to make about myself and about those things. So in changing things, I would really like to get some hair. It doesn't matter how expensive, how cheap, just to have that look. That I get some hairs and change some hairs from time to time, because I'm really this kind of person that when I get so stressed about things, I'm like, lie down on your bed, relax, forget the world, be on your own, clear your head. I wouldn't really send. I begin to dress like this sporty wear. And if I have my sporty wear, I'm like, wear it, pack your hair back, or wear anything you see. Just wear it as long as it fits and they match and you're not looking like a crazy person. Just go. So I wouldn't do these extra things about trying to take care of myself, because it's like unless I'm worshiping or I'm nursing, that's what happened to me. I'm like kind of petting it and rubbing it and telling myself sorry, kind of consolation time for me to relax until I work on that, because I'm not really the kind of person, forget I'm talking here, I'm not really the kind of person who comes to you to talk to you about that thing, what is disturbing me. I wasn't. Let me say wasn't. I wasn't the kind of person who comes to you to tell you this is what happened, how I felt about it, what am I going to do, did that. No, I would just take the thing, like sniff it in and nurse it and pamper it, think about it, console myself. When it's possible, forget it. When I can't work it, I'm just going to be on my own, working on it on my mind, because I don't want at last you say, I say this is why sometimes when I see things or things happen, I will really work on it for a long time. The fact that the person thought I never knew who did it, or I will never think the person is the person who did it. So when I get it out, the answer, when I solve the puzzle, and I'll come out when there's something, when you come with another thing like that, and I'll tell you, you did this. So sometimes people don't like it when you confront them and you it's like you hit them. You take them on away and you hit them with this guilty, whatever sentence. So they react many ways to this kind of thing. So when they start reacting, they're like overreacting because it took them on away. They go defense, they lie, they do a lot of things. So it hit them so much, also just like it hit me when they do medicine. So this is bringing a lot of misunderstanding. These are the things I'm going to work out this year, that I'm going to just go straight and ask the person instead of sorting it out on my own. Go straight and ask the person if it's something I need to confront the person about. I'll ask the person what happened and then sort the problem, not to let it disturb me, and then coming to give it back to the person. At last, I'm going to work on those things. Since I'm not yet working because of my health, last year, since last 2 years or so, I've been taking extremely rest. And I came to find out that this rest I'm taking it's somehow not working because I'm not doing it according to how I'm supposed to do it. For some years, I was in the shop working. I find out that when I'm sick, or better say, when I'm working, suddenly I'll get so tired. I'll get so tired, like too much stress. Then I would, I kind of, let me conclude the work. When I get this extremely tired, because I'm the type, I don't easily give up. So instead of me to go and sit down, I say, let me finish this one, let me finish this one. You know, somebody in the shop, with time, another thing will come out between you. Say, let you finish this. Somehow, I wouldn't get that rest, even when I was pregnant. My husband wants me, everybody wants me. But then, last year, I started doing this in another way. I started that when this small, like, not dizziness, like a kind of, you want to have headache, this how I was feeling stressed. Before this thing start, because I know when it's going to come. Because that means I'm getting tired. I've done this like 3 hours, no resting. So I'll just say, okay, let me just go and sit down now. I'll go and sit down. So last year, I will tell you, I managed this very well. Just in case, we never can tell what somebody needs. You know, I told you, I'm here, like, I'm going to tell you what's going on in my life. So last year, the stress I was having was not really too much like last 2 years. So it was getting better because I noticed that when I work 3 hours before, I will get tired. Then last year, it started in the beginning of last year. It started that I don't need to work up to that 3 hours. Then I'll start getting tired. Like when I work like almost 2 hours, I start getting tired. Why? What is going on? I went to hospitals. I went to everywhere. They tell me stress. What kind of stress? People are going to work 8 hours. People are doing many things that are more strenuous than me. So why am I getting this tired? I said, okay. Many times here you go to hospital, they will help you. But somehow when they ask you a question, you try to use the question they ask you to know how to treat your body. You just ask yourself, now they're asking me this thing. Maybe if I do like this, maybe this is going to help me. So I started reducing the way I work. I started staying at home instead of working. So when I now stay at home, when I start working, this is why I decide not to work for anybody. Because if I go to work, I won't tell the person I'm sick. Oh, please give me time now. I have to sit down. No. So I wanted to work on myself because in future, I still want to work because I need this money. I need to support. I need a lot of things. I have kids. I need to help. I can't just stay. It's also not easy for me staying like this. But I started doing it like this. So I started stopping whenever this headache want to start. I will stop. I noticed that when I sit down, I don't then get sick, you see? I don't then get sick like when I will allow this sickness to come before I start. This is not a sickness. It's not headache. I don't know what I'm going to say. You know, when you work too much, you just feel stressed. You feel like here is, you have pressure. Call it, you have pressure. You have stress. You know, it's this pressure because your mind, your nerves, your body couldn't relax during work. So because you didn't take break. So when you didn't sit down and rest, you've kind of feeling, you know, when you feel like you want to sleep now, what do you feel? It's not making me like when I stand up, I want to sleep, but I don't know how I'm going to say. You know, when you want to sleep also, you don't get yourself. I don't know how you feel if you walk over the years a lot without making much break. I don't know how you feel, but this one, I start feeling a kind of, like I'm going to get headache, like pressure, like here is, not pressing me, like let's say now, something is making you like this. Yeah, you know, like you want to have headache, like you want to have pressure. I don't know how I'm going to describe it for you, but I want you to understand what I mean. So I started resting. So when I started resting now, I started to see that the thing was getting better. Now I can even stand up, clean the house, do some things for like 3 hours without the stress. You see? You see? So this is why I want to take out my time this year and try it again. If it gets better, which I pray, God, please, let it get better. Then I will start looking for what to do. And I'll start with small hours. Then before I start increasing it. But until then, Oga go here. He has to continue supporting me anyways. Excuse me, like, I'm so sorry. I can't help it until I get on my feet. At least it's better than death. It's better than me not doing anything at all. But I thank God that I could stand. Just imagine that I cannot stand, that I'm sick, that they say admit me in the hospital, that I'm not at home. They say don't do it. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid that I'm not doing something that I have to sit down and the kids have to help me. God forbid. This is what I'm fighting for, why I stayed at home. That I don't land in a place of sit down, let them help you. You have RDS, you have this. God forbid, Allah magic, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. So this is why. This is why I'm still at home. So this year, I'm going to try my best to achieve that, to have that behind me, that I'm no longer feeling this tired suddenly. Leave example for our children, that when our children tomorrow want to get married, they can say, oh, my parents were like this, my parents were like this, my parents were like this, so I want somebody who is good like that. Let's learn. We have done everything. We have tried, we have done many things. Let me revenge because of, let me do the bad thing. It didn't help us till now. I'm telling you, it didn't help us. You might think it's working, it's not working anything. So I'm telling you, you will know later. It didn't help us. Let's make this thing work and make it become a success, that we will remember how we did our mistake, how we corrected it, and where it brought us. That is my message for you guys today. Thank you so much. I just hope you enjoyed this video, that we put it into practice. We are all not perfect. We are learning every day, and we are trying to see if our life can be a little bit easier than it used to be. Thank you so much. My name is Chioma. Sweet bro, thank you for coming to my channel. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and I would like to have you here once more in my channel. Thank you so much. Bye. See you guys next time. Ciao, 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 ciao. Bye.